Well, it's all done now. Been a lawman in this town 45 years, chief for 35. Now, I'm not saying that with all this experience I know everything, but I reckon there's just two types of criminals in this world. The first, his motives are simple. He wants money, revenge, maybe acts out of passion. Now, what he's done is bad. Nobody would doubt it. I've got no qualms in giving a man what he's got coming to him. Don't shed no tears. And that's the way things used to be. Now the second. Never seen this kind before. He's a new kind of criminal. You can't predict him. He doesn't behave rationally. On the other hand, he doesn't behave irrationally either. I reckon he doesn't even know his own motives. I surely don't. I just can't account for the way some men act. I reckon it'll all get sorted out in the next life, 'cause it sure as hell ain't happening here. Detective Lee, this is the most serious case this department has ever dealt with. So I don't want to deal with your opinions, your thoughts, or your theories. I don't want to hear any of your typical bullshit.
Come on, Chief. I mean, I know there's a need for formalities and all that, but don't you think this is just a little bit absurd?
Yeah, well, this is pretty damn important.
What is this, an interrogation?
This is a full-fledged investigation. I'm sure you don't have any objections to that, do you, Detective? Excellent. Now, let's begin. First, state your name and your occupation, for the record.
Thomas E. Lee, Detective, Round Rock Police Department.
Now, could you briefly explain the nature of the case that you were assigned as it was described to you at the time?
Armed robbery at Citizens National Bank. 3 civilians, 2 suspects dead on the scene. At least 3 escaped with about $200,000 cash. Federal agents are to proceed with crime scene analysis. Local law enforcement
Come on, let's go. Where are the guns?
They're in the closet.
What's going on? You alright? Just get ready. I'll go get you a drink.
I don't know, Satindra. You know, we don't have to do this. I mean, haven't you thought of what could happen to us?
Come on, Caleb. Nothing's gonna happen. We've been through this before.
Are you kidding? When have we ever done anything like this before?
Remember back in high school?
This isn't high school. Even back then we had a bunch of close calls.
We've never gotten caught, have we?
No, but the stakes are a lot higher right now. Besides, it's not just the cops I'm worried about. Especially if what Jared says is true.
Look, that's the whole reason this thing's gonna work, alright? Nobody's gonna go after us if it means they're gonna get caught red-handed.
I don't know. I think we might just be making a huge mistake here. I mean, look. Don't you see how crazy this is?
What? These? If everything goes right, we're not even gonna have to use them.
Then why do we need them?
You know why. Look, what the hell do we have to lose? We've all gotten screwed over by those assholes. I mean, Austin's probably gonna foreclose on this place. I can't make rent. And those guys, those fuckers at Citizens National, they're getting away with murder. We deserve a little piece of that action. Don't worry about it. You just do your part. We'll be alright. You're gonna be alright, Caleb. Let's go. Just wash up.
It wasn't supposed to happen like this.
No, I thought this was all part of the plan. Just all a goddamn setup.
You think we were set up?
You even doubt it? There are other people in there with guns.
The alarm went off. They could have just been police.
No, the cops came after the alarm sounded. Whoever was in there knew we were gonna be there.
Well, we need to get back to the safe house.
No, the plan is off the table. We are not going back to the safe house.
Then what do we do?
We figure out what happened. Do you know who shot you?
No.
Do you know what happened to any of the other guys?
I think Austin and Jerry got shot.
Well, that's a start. That's pretty much all that happened. Nothing else.
So, how much money did y'all take?
About 3.2 million.
Are you sure about that?
Well, I mean, I didn't steal it, so I'm not really sure.
All right, let me get this straight. Are you denying you were involved in this robbery?
No, don't get me wrong. I was in the heist, but I wasn't in the heist.
Oh, cut the crap. 5 people were killed.
So, some people died. I mean, I didn't do it. Hell, I didn't even see it.
You realize that your actions qualify as accessory to murder?
As if you know who killed them. You're just piling this all on me because you have no evidence. You and your 2 professional investigators.
So, how did you and Detective Palmer get involved in this case?
We were at the station when dispatch called about an armed robbery at the bank.
Right, but weren't there other officers that could have answered the call?
Let me rephrase it. We were the only available officers at the time. The rest were out on patrol or getting lunch or something. Plus, we were the first ones to arrive on the scene.
First ones, huh? No other officers there? Seems a bit coincidental that no officers were there. I reckon there's something you forgot to tell me.
Oh my god. It's the truth, Chief. Telling you everything I know. Honestly.
All right, Detective, I trust you, at least for now. So tell me exactly what happened when y'all arrived.
Oh, man, it's way too early to deal with this sort of call.
Well, believe me, it's better sooner than later. So what do we know so far?
Well, not much. Multiple armed robbers at the Citizens National Bank. Jesus, 5 people are dead. Other than that, not much. You ever seen a multiple homicide?
Not very often. A couple times in Houston, but never at a bank. It's just this kind of stuff never really happens at all. Especially in Roundup. I don't think so. You want to hear my take on it?
Not particularly.
Well, there's something going on here. I mean, a robber doesn't want a death on his hands. He just wants the money. There's got to be more to it than meets the eye.
Well, yeah, but we got to be careful and not overlook anything. I mean, especially with something of this magnitude, jumping to conclusions is the last thing we want.
Well, don't just think everything's a coincidence either. I mean, actually when the feds show up, you better keep your cards close to your chest. That's all I'm saying. Detective Lee here. Would somebody explain where the bodies are? Who's in charge here?
They're with me. I'm FBI.
Who called you in?
This is a federal crime requiring special investigation.
How come? What for?
Look, bud, you got 5 people dead on scene. No offense, but your pathetic excuse for a police department just doesn't have the resources to process that many autopsies.
Okay, well then what the hell do you want us to do?
Interview witnesses, find out about the robbers, apprehend them. I can give you the forensics, but you're building this case.
Bullshit. I don't need your forensic evidence to solve this case, so just pack everything up and get the hell out of my town.
DNA evidence, ballistics. These techniques are really important if you actually want to get a conviction.
I still want a Round Rock man to lead this investigation.
Fine, but let me show you what we've got already. Robbers came in through here. They opened fire on the employees. They left an AK-47 on the ground. There's a couple spent shells. Must have been an absolute bloodbath in here. Now the robbers came up through here, went to the tellers, grabbed the cash. They left a shotgun on the ground. Serial numbers filed off. We also found a silenced .22, which we believe was used to kill the suspect we found here. This is all we found on his body, nothing identifiable. There must have been some sort of internal conflict within the group.
Oh yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Look, this wasn't just some spur-of-the-moment robbery. These guys were loaded for bear, and they've been planning this for a long time.
Well, it's not a hell of a lot to go on.
No, it's not. Detective Lee, why don't you go out in the front and interview some witnesses? Palmer, why don't you come with me?
Oh yeah, I'd love to.
Whatever.
Shit, man. I'm sorry. Just a little loud of it right now.
Do you work here?
I mean, I used to, but I mean, I don't even know anymore with all this shit going down.
Is there some place we can go to talk?
Yeah, in here.
So tell me exactly what you saw, Mr.
Just call me Craig. So it was just like this. I was in this office with a stupid ass client sitting right there, thinking I could get him a loan for some agricultural shit in his apartment building.
Right, okay. Do you remember the client's name by chance? We need more witnesses' accounts, and yours really isn't cut.
Yeah, that was something else weird about this dude. When he left, he had signed his thing as the anarchist or some shit like that.
Well, is there anything you can remember at all?
Oh yeah, I mean, geez, like they were wearing nice suits and they had nice guns, nice cars. Anarchist left really fast too. He got out of here fast. I mean, that's all I can remember, man.
We'll take all the evidence we can get. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, man, no problem.
What is it you do exactly?
Oh yeah, I've been the acting manager for a while. Our old manager, Mr. Morgan or some shit, he took time off a while back. You should totally tell him what happened. Maybe I should have done that.
Mr. Wilson, Caleb, I'm Chief Sterling. Caleb, you know why you're here, don't you? It's simple, Caleb. I want to know everything you know about the robbery. Well, we know you have no job. You recently graduated from college with IT skills. But more importantly, you're a key member of the little group responsible for the bloody heist at our local bank. Caleb, we've got reason to believe someone outside your group helped you in your heist. You familiar with someone called the anarchist?
Why should I talk? I have my Fifth Amendment rights.
Well, Caleb, that may sound good in a civics class, but we've got enough evidence stacked against you to put you away for 20 years. And that's just for the hacking charges. I can't promise you complete immunity, but a plea bargain is on the table. You dug yourself into a hole. It can't get any worse if you help us find out what has happened.
So what do you want to know?
Okay, first of all, who was involved in this heist? What did they do?
Well, I was the hacker and Satender was the getaway driver. Austin was the mastermind, the brains of the operation. Nick was the marksman, and Jared was the bruiser. Basically, if anyone got in our way, they'd take care of it. And then there was the anarchist.
What role did this anarchist play in your little scheme?
He helped supply us.
I'm all ears.
What the hell is this guy's name again?
I don't know, Austin calls him the anarchist.
What the fuck? How does Austin find this shady ass shit? His ass should be on the line, not mine. And where the fuck is Caleb?
I don't know, I think this guy's been fucking around with the security. I think he's like trying to test out his program or something.
Jesus Christ. Is this the place?
I think so.
What do you want?
We're looking for the anarchist.
Oh, you must be the bank guys. You're Satendra. All right, come on in. Now, your friend Austin told me you're planning a little bank job. Fill me in on the details.
What do you need to know? Just give me the guns.
Listen, have either of you done this before? So you admit you don't know what you're doing. Take it from me. You're gonna need all the help you can get. Comprende? All right, so how long is this gonna take?
3 minutes, 4 tops. I'm gonna take the van. I'm gonna be in the back. 4 guys go in. Back door's unlocked.
We got 2 guys on crowd control, 1 on the alarms, and 1 who will get the cash.
Well, if you're worried about civilians, then pistols will do. But if there happen to be cops, you're gonna need something bigger. Just to scare them.
How much for these? A shotgun.
$2 grand, that's $500 for the ammo. So, Satendra, where's this going down?
Why does it matter? You don't need to know.
As the getaway driver, you need to know that most of these robbers got caught because of an unrelated traffic violation. Austin told me you're coming here after the heist, and that's good. What I'm worried is you won't make it.
We'll be coming from Citizens National at 10 a.m. on Monday.
Hopefully traffic won't be too bad. I'd say it'd take about 20 minutes.
I'll be here in 10.
Then you're gonna need some police frequency radios, scanners, jammers, and scramblers. I'll throw in these and some ski masks for 200. With everything else, that's 2,700.
Alright, sounds like a deal. That's 2,000. We'll get you the extra 700 later. Something's up with that guy. I don't know if I can trust him. I don't know if I like the fact that there's someone else out there that knows what we're doing.
Austin said he could be trusted.
Fuck what Austin said. That was a stupid idea.
Dude, we need those unregistered guns.
Yeah, but he seemed interested in more than just selling the guns. I mean, we don't know who the hell he's gonna tell, whether it be the police or another robber. I mean, he could be a goddamn undercover cop for all we know.
So that was all that the anarchist did? Just gave you some guns?
Yeah, he didn't do anything serious. It's not like he helped us rob the bank or anything.
Well, aiding and abetting a felony sounds pretty serious to me. So what was the next step after you interviewed that Craig guy?
Well, we wanted to look more into this anarchist guy, but before that whole thing, we decided to go look for the bank manager and see what he could tell us about the incident.
Why the need? Just follow your leads. Why go for someone who wasn't even there at the scene?
It's not the way it works these days. People have deep connections. You never know who's working with who.
Yeah, sure, you never know, do you?
Why are you always acting like I have something up my sleeve? I've been a member of this force for years.
I don't know, detective. Something about you is off. Same way with Detective Palmer. Y'all both have that big city attitude, full of mistrust for others. Most people can be trusted, you know. Out here in the country, trust is an institution.
Yeah, well, that's not how it works anymore.
You're too damn young to be cynical.
You're the one to talk.
If anyone has the right to be cynical, it's me. I've earned it. Especially the way the world has been headed lately. But you can't just go around treating everyone like they're a criminal.
Chief, just hear me out. Really. The lead on the manager actually helped us.
I'm not saying you're wrong, and in a way, I guess you're different from the rest of the city folk. 4 years straight on the force, and not a single sick day. No vacation time either. I'm just not used to this dedication.
Thanks, Chief. Now that this is all blown over, let's just get back to the case. What's this guy's name again?
Morgan, regional manager for Citizens National. Apparently he took the whole week off.
Did you get anything from the FBI guy?
Well, not yet. He said the ballistics analysis will be in this afternoon. Did you get anything from your interview with Mr. Craig?
Yeah. It wasn't useless, at least not completely. He said there was some guy called the Anarchist who was there at the time of the robbery. I think we should go check him out.
Wow, nice house. Seems a bit much for a regional bank manager.
I'll say. Come on, let's go.
Hello, how can I help you?
Are you Mr. Morgan, the manager at the Citizens National Bank?
Yes I am, but who are you?
Detectives Palmer and Lee here. There's been a robbery at your bank.
We need to talk to you right now.
Oh, very well then, come in. Well, please make yourself at home. Actually, would either of you like a drink?
I'll take one.
I wasn't aware there was a robbery. Tell me more.
Well, it occurred around 10 a.m. this morning. There's a lot of gunfire, and as a result, there are several casualties. So that's about all we know right now.
Do you have any leads on who could have done this?
No, we don't have anything right now.
What a shame.
So, Mr. Morgan, is it true you don't have any guards at your bank?
No, only a night guard.
And additionally, we found 2 bodies in the back room. Now I understand that area is normally reserved for employees, but these were neither employees nor suspects.
Well, yes, the area is off limits, and perhaps through the chaos of the event, I don't know, they should not have been there.
Well, Mr. Morgan, thank you for everything so far. I think that's everything we need from you.
Hold on. Something doesn't sound right. The lack of security guards and then the random people in the back of the bank. It just doesn't seem to add up.
Detective Lee, Mr. Morgan's been very cooperative so far.
No, by all means, please let him continue. I'd like to hear what he has to say.
It just seems like with all of this happening, you would have to know something about it, and you don't know anything about it.
Detective Lee, what you're doing is completely out of protocol. Mr. Morgan, he's a busy man. Let's not intrude any more on his time.
Detective Lee, I don't know how I can help you. I wasn't there during the day. Perhaps I can refer you to the assistant manager, Craig. He'd be much more helpful than me.
Okay, yeah. Let's just talk to Craig. The incompetent assistant manager which you left in charge on the day that you decided to take the day off and the same day that the bank was robbed.
Well, if you're implying anything, I would appreciate it if you do it at a later date. This time is most inconvenient for me.
Fine. I guess conspiracy to commit murder and armed robbery can wait till a later time.
Detective Lee, please. Mr. Morgan, I'm sorry. Detective Lee.
Don't fucking apologize.
I'll call you tomorrow at 3. Does that work?
Oh, very well. Anything that can help you, Officer Palmer. Well, offer my condolences to Detective Lee. I'm afraid I might have upset him.
Oh, he's always like that.
Well, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
He didn't have too much of a reaction.
Maybe he's just shocked. Everyone has the same psychological reaction.
Psychological, my ass. This isn't just some run-of-the-mill robbery. 5 people are dead at his bank.
Thomas, this isn't how you build a case anymore. You need evidence and forensics, not speculation. Like, Mr. Morgan just seems like your average businessman.
This isn't normal. Something big is going on here. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, and I'll be damned if anyone tries to stop me.
Thomas, for once, keep your goddamn conspiracies out of this, alright? You're looking for something that isn't there.
The devil's in the details.
Tell that to the jury.
Now, am I correct in assuming that none of you were career criminals?
That's right.
Hell, I don't even think any of you ever even got a ticket. Y'all are probably the most unlikely candidates to commit armed robbery. Why'd you rob a bank?
Because that's where the money is.
Y'all could hold up that Indian casino in Comanche County if you wanted a hell of a lot more money. I guess what I'm trying to get at is, why did you decide to rob this bank?
We figured it'd be an easy job, in and out, and we wouldn't get caught.
Why in the hell did you get this idea of a perfect bank heist?
It all started with a phone call. Hello?
Hey, it's Ginger.
Yeah, who's this?
Yeah, it's Nick.
Oh, hey, dude. What's going on?
Dude, you won't believe what you just called me.
Who?
You remember Austin?
Of course I remember Austin. I haven't heard from him in ages, though. Didn't he go to Princeton?
Yeah, he's back home now.
Why the hell would he come back here?
Got some job at a local bank. I think he majored in finance, actually.
Yeah, but a job? Here? In Round Rock? Well, what does he want?
Said he wanted to get the old lunch table back together.
Really?
Yeah, and I already called Jared and Caleb, and they seem up for it.
God, I haven't seen those guys in years. Good times. Alright, you know what? I'll fucking be there.
Austin wants to meet up at his place Saturday. I'll send you the address later.
Alright, man. I'll see you then.
Alright, man, I'll see you.
We were at Austin's house playing cards. You know, just a bunch of old friends hanging out after a while.
What? You don't know how to play, you idiot?
I found it.
Or fucking.
That's way too.
You go get your door.
You get it.
I'm not fucking getting your door. It's your house, you dumbass.
Whatever. Yes. Oh, hey, Satinder. What's up?
Long time no see.
It's
Oh, hey, Jared. What's up, Nick? Caleb?
Hey. Oh, by the way, you didn't drink?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. I'll get you one. Just join in. Yeah, start right there. Got it.
Oh man, it's been a while, guys.
Yeah, dude, 5 years now, right? Congratulations. I don't know what happened about you guys, but I have a lot of stuff going down.
Well, nothing ever does go as planned, you know.
Took you goddamn long enough. What are you making?
Oh, thanks, Austin.
Should be great.
So, Jared, I haven't talked to you in a while. What have you been up to?
Nothing much. I got in some trouble back in my freshman year. Got kicked out, lost my scholarship. Susan left me. Now I'm stuck doing odd jobs with mowing shit. Just to get by.
Yeah. How's your staying? It's pretty awesome.
Actually, 2-3 years ago, some detective guy hustled me out of it. Took me another year to get it back. I finally sold it, got rid of it. The money was great.
Well, Austin doesn't have to worry about that. You went to Princeton, right?
Yeah, I did, but I lost my job recently, so things haven't been going so well for me. What about you, Nick? Heard you're a professor, right?
Actually, a substitute teacher. You know, teaching that basic pre-cal. It's a pretty lousy job, bro. Lousy job, lousy responsibilities, shitty kids, absolutely crap. Low pay. At least I have a job, you know.
You still collect those guns?
Yeah, I just added a Type 99 to my collection a couple days ago.
Well, sure as hell beats delivering pizza.
Knowing how late you are, I'm sure those tips aren't going out too well.
Well, actually, I've gotten pretty good at the whole under 30 rule. I can get across town in about 20 minutes.
That sucks ass. What do you drive?
A minivan. It's solid transport.
Nice. That's really gotta suck ass. What about you, Caleb? We haven't heard much from you.
Well, there's one thing I got involved in, but it didn't turn out very well.
Well, what was it, Caleb?
Yeah, tell us about it.
I don't know.
This isn't group therapy. Can we get on with the fucking game?
Careful.
Jared?
Hell. All in.
Okay. I think I'll do the same thing. Alright, what do you got?
Ace high, full house.
Well, that's pretty good, Jared, but just hold it right there. I think I might have something a little bit better. Straight flush.
What is this shit? These cards must be marked. This is a load of crap. What did you do? You rigged this game.
Cards aren't marked, but maybe you are.
This is garbage. You need the winnings anyway since you're unemployed.
Oh yeah, I forgot you said you were fired. What happened?
Yeah, well, it's a long story, but I'll make it brief. I was questioning some suspicious activities at the bank I was working at, and the manager told me to drop it, and when I didn't, got fired.
Where do you work at exactly?
Citizens National.
Kidding me. Citizens National. A couple months ago, I got my bank statement from them. I've been a loyal customer for a couple years, alright. But I got the statement, 9,000 short. I know it's in there. I don't know what the hell is up with them. And I know as part of that, they gave me a What, $1,200 in fees? Insufficient funds. It's complete bullshit.
Wait, so you said you were fired by the manager because you questioned him about suspicious activities going on? What the fuck do you mean suspicious? What was going on there?
Okay, well, put it quickly, there's a guy who came in once a month, didn't really know who he was, came in with a briefcase, went and talked to the manager at the bank, went to the private room, they must have had some discussion, they did it every month, and briefcase would be left there, and he would go on his merry way, and I checked in that briefcase once, it's full of cash. It's never been on the records, not once.
So what if it's just additional reserves?
No, it couldn't be. All the money for the ATM and tellers, it's all delivered by armored car.
So you're saying this money is off the books from the feds? Why don't we hold these bastards up?
Here you go with one of your stupid ideas again.
I'm being serious. If what Austin says is true, it's dirty money, not tracked by the feds. They must be laundering for some cartel or some mob.
Actually, I agree. I don't think there's much to lose here.
Are you kidding? We're not criminals.
Well, why not? Sounds like a good way to make a quick buck.
Yeah, we're not criminals. It's not criminal to steal from robbers.
Look, even if we did decide to do it, we don't know a thing about robbing a bank. We'd probably get caught.
Caleb, this isn't rocket science. We can do it. We're smart enough to hit up a bank.
I don't know. There's so much that could go wrong.
Go wrong, maybe. But we've got nothing to lose. We've all hit rock bottom. I don't want to come back to this dead-end job. We might as well go for it. What the hell?
Now that really convinced me, the idea of stealing laundered money.
That's a pretty bold accusation. Citizen National is an important pillar in this community. Been here before I was even born.
Yeah, well, so is the mob.
You goddamn thieves will say anything to justify yourselves. And if you think that robbing a bank makes you a badass, you got another thing coming.
Well, Chief, you probably need to go count money in that briefcase now.
Yeah, I'll get to that later.
I had just finished up my interview with Mr. Morgan, and we were back at the station. Something had gone horribly wrong with the criminals, so we had a good amount of evidence gathered from the crime scene. We had a psychological profile of suspects, well educated, in their early 20s. After looking over those files, it was clear that they had hoped that the bank's supposedly corrupt behavior would make it a prime target for them to utilize their skills and rob the bank. And although the scheme didn't go as planned, it was devised with true ingenuity.
Man, I just don't get it. With all their planning, how could they have screwed up?
Yeah, it's almost as if the bank was expecting them.
Something just doesn't add up. Maybe they were set up.
Maybe. There's a possibility there's some betrayal within the group. Maybe one of them wanted it all for himself, you know?
You see? I told you I'd find something. The suspected robber we found at the scene had 2 wounds. Fatal shot to the back of the head, then 2 possibly post-mortem wounds to the chest. Different caliber.
Really? Wow, Professor. Well, tell us more.
We also recovered 2 10mm auto shells. They were used by the Bureau back in the 80s, but outside of a few tactical operations, they've been completely decommissioned.
What? So, some civilian criminal, I don't know, who steals things, couldn't get their hands on one at all? Classic misdirection.
Look, bud, I got cold hard facts. What do you have? A goddamn hunch? Maybe I should just take this case off your hands right now, as if you were helped in the first place.
I'm pretty sure what he said corroborates your theory. You know, some third party may have been involved. Look,
Yeah.
Detective, you should take his contributions more seriously.
Yeah, well, maybe I would if he wasn't such a pompous ass about it.
Yeah, whatever, man.
If only we had one of them in custody, they could probably tell us what actually happened.
Dude, I've been waiting for something like this for a long time now. You know, the 5 of us getting back together, the excitement.
It's the good old days.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the payout.
How the hell could I, man? This is a perfect opportunity.
Yeah. I don't think Caleb's convinced though.
Man, I don't know. There's no such thing as a perfect crime.
Well, You live with your parents. You know, you don't have a job. You need to do something to help them out, don't you think?
But you guys don't realize how serious this can be. Besides, it's just not right.
Okay, well think about it this way. This bank has done a lot worse to get their hands on this money. And besides, you know, you're gonna be in the Caribbean, lounging around, relaxing, and you're gonna think, why the hell was I ever worried?
Okay, I'll think about it.
Good, glad you feel that way.
The decision was unanimous. We all had our doubts, and I still thought this was one big practical joke.
You robbing a bank and killing 5 people? Is that a joke?
That's not how it happened. I didn't kill anyone.
All right, let's cut to the chase then. The heist.
I already told you. I don't remember much.
Well, try harder. You're soft. You wouldn't last a week in prison.
You want it from my perspective?
Of course. What other perspective? You're all we've got. Lord have mercy. So what this is shaping up to be is a bunch of reckless guys looking for a quick buck without thinking about the consequences.
I tried to warn them, but everyone seemed to think it would work out.
Well, it didn't. And so here you are. Caleb, what we're trying to figure out is exactly how 5 people, 2 of them your friends, got killed. Obviously you had a plan, but reality didn't go along with your plan.
That's right. We made some very bad mistakes, but at the time it seemed very reasonable.
So the bank's right here. We're gonna get there at 10 o'clock, which means we have to leave a half hour before from here. That means you, Satindra, need to arrive here at 9 a.m. sharp. So do you remember what you gotta do?
So I have to swap the plates, plan the getaway, scout the location, and if shit hits the fan, we're gonna improv.
We're crowd control. We'll make sure nobody comes in, nobody goes out.
You got the feed?
I think so. What do you mean you think so? You either did or you didn't.
Shut up. Let him work. We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Is everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Hurry up, goddammit. We don't have all day.
You want me to screw up? I have to do this carefully. Dude, we don't have time. Someone's gonna see us.
Hey guys, come in.
Yeah, what's up?
Police scanner's picking up a bunch of activity. I think you guys might have set off a silent alarm.
What the fuck, Caleb? That was your responsibility.
No, I disabled all the alarms.
God damn it, Caleb. Obviously not all of them.
Dude, you guys need to hurry up and get out of here fast.
Shit, yo, Jesus, what the fuck are these guys?
Caleb, go to the circuit breaker and cut this alarm off. Got it? Go.
Oh, Jesus. I think I'm fixing to need another cup of coffee. Okay. What do you got, detectives?
Check it out, Chief.
We may not need this. I think it's pretty clear. We got a couple of punks and their friends decided to rob a bank. They didn't know what the hell they were doing, and they screwed up.
I don't know. This just... It seemed pretty well orchestrated to me. There weren't very many pieces of evidence for us to look at. And I mean, there's so many different factors involved. The anarchist, Mr. Morgan, the mob.
What, you believe that BS about the bank?
Why else would they have been so confident about robbing it?
Well, because they're a bunch of idiots and they don't know what they're doing. Look, there were sworn statements from the bank that money was taken from the tellers. That's it. There's nothing about a money laundering operation going on there.
Well, that's not the way I see it. You gotta look at the bigger picture.
As much as I hate to say it, Chief, I think he has a point. We're not getting anywhere with our line of thinking.
Well, you got a point. There's something else that bothers me about this case. Why do we have 5 dead bodies on the floor at that bank?
Look, we've got to get our facts straight. So Thomas did find some past evidence of corruption at the bank, but none of it pertains to this case. I don't know what else we've got.
Found this in the evidence room. You might want to check it out.
I gotta see this.
I fucking knew it.
Well, I guess we have some more questions to ask them.
Well, yeah, but about what? I mean, we've asked them pretty much everything. The planning, the execution, the aftermath. What more could we possibly know?
Wait a minute, what about the stuff that happened after the heist, but still before we met the anarchists? Who knows what they could have been doing between then?
Okay, Detective Lee, get me Satendra now.
After a while, Caleb and I decided to come to the safe house. Caleb stayed in the van while I went to the apartment. I had no idea what to expect, but I came prepared. I thought you were dead!
Wait, no, where's Caleb?
He's waiting in the van. He got shot on the way out. Came out bleeding all over the place.
That's some shit.
I gave him some pain pills and that calmed him down. The bullet just grazed his shoulder, so he'll be alright.
Man, you have no idea how badly we fucked this shit up, man. We fucked up.
No shit, Jared. I wasn't even there. You mind telling me what happened?
Fine, I'll take it from the top.
Remember, just how we planned.
It's getting near dawn. When lights close the tire.
All right, we make a left, and around the corner is the briefcase. I'll check it, and we'll be good, okay?
And we'll line up anyone that comes in.
Don't aim to kill. We don't want this to turn violent.
Come on, let's go.
Hey guys, come in.
What's happening?
Dude, this police scanner's picking up a bunch of heat. I think you guys might have set off a silent alarm.
What the hell, Caleb? I thought you cut out all the alarms.
I did.
We must have forgotten one.
Shit, yo, Jesus, get the fuck out of these guys! I thought you cut out the alarm!
Let's go.
Fuck me, I don't see how it could get any worse than that.
Oh, believe me, it could get a lot fucking worse. I'm done with this shit. I'm out of here.
What do you mean? We gotta stick together, man.
No, we don't. Are you kidding me? You think anyone knows we're here? They knew where we were this morning.
Don't you at least want your cut?
I don't want anything to do with this shit anymore. I'm out of here.
Come on, Jared, don't walk.
No,
out.
I'm done. Fucking done. I never knew you. I don't know any of you guys.
Police, open up.
Shit, what are we gonna do? Just hide back there. I'll be there in a sec, officer. Don't make a noise.
Detective Thomas Lee, Round Rock Police Department. Are you the one they call the anarchist?
Yeah.
Can you answer a couple questions?
No?
Do you want this to get ugly? This could get really fucking ugly.
Alright, fine. I'll answer your questions even though I don't want to. So what seems to be the problem, officer?
Well, I was told by somebody that you were up at Citizens National Bank earlier today. What exactly were you doing up there?
I was applying for a loan.
You do know there was a robbery there, right?
Of course.
Were you involved in any of it?
I don't have any idea. You know, I know this might seem a little out of line, but there may be some stuff that's out of your jurisdiction here.
Well, I think that's all we have. Thanks for your time.
Anytime.
Don't believe this. Found this in Mr. Morgan's office down at the bank. Contract for armed guards today only.
Told you. The bank had to have known about this in advance. The robbers were probably set up.
Who do you think it was? The anarchist?
No, but I think we're about to find out. Our guy's in there.
Let's call the FBI.
What, you don't think we can do this ourselves? Come on, just go around the back. I'll go around the front. Just go.
they call the rising sun. And it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans.
Well, it looks like we've got a mob bank, a heist, a chase, and the money. But your friend Jared, he's still out there.
Look, Chief, I don't have a clue where he is.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was afraid of. Looks like it's time to call it quits. Detective Lee, put this up in the evidence room.
Hold on, detective. Put this in here with the rest of it.
What the hell is this? It's just a picture of Mr. Morgan. What are you talking about? That's Austin.
Let me see. Looks like you got a call. Answer it.
Hello? You miss me?
I thought you were dead.
Come to 2200 Burnett Street. Bring the cash.
Well, who was it?
Austin. He wants us to meet him with the money.
Detective Lee, get Palmer and Wilson. Satendra, it looks like you're in for a little adventure.
Good evening, gentlemen. You weren't followed here, right?
No, I mean, of course not.
Good. Well, I hope you two know why I'm so paranoid. So what the hell happened?
Well, Caleb said that
Caleb's a big
after...
boy. Let him speak for himself.
I panicked. I grabbed the briefcase and I ran. I got shot on the way out.
Well, you brought the cash, right?
Yeah.
Open the goddamn briefcase.
Dude, calm down. There's no need to be pissed off. All right, happy?
Slide it over. So what's been going on since the heist?
We just got the hell out of there. For all I know, you, Nick, and Jared could all be dead.
Why didn't you head to the safe house? Like our plan?
We thought this whole thing was a setup. And after a while, we did decide to go there.
Was Jared there? No. Are you sure about that?
Okay, we saw Jared.
I already knew that. So Jared left, and you guys just stayed there, and I called, and now you're here?
That's right.
Do you boys believe in fate? I mean, it's all around us. Come on. Everything we do, everything that happens to us. It's all connected. It all happens for a reason. If there's one thing I've learned playing cards all these long years, it's that everyone's hand has already been dealt to them. And all the choices we make lead right up to this moment. And you know what? I think I've been dealt the right cards. So guys, the other thing I've learned is how to read people. Sometimes you're not dealt a winning hand. And you know what? Your only choice is, it's to bluff. Now, it's difficult to call a bluff if you haven't tried reading people's thoughts, reading their minds, getting inside, knowing what they think, seeing what they see. I believe I have the rare gift of being able to do that. And it's an easy task for me to call the bluffs of my friends. So, I'll be calling your bluff. Well, enough with card metaphors. Playtime's over. No, see, you didn't come from the anarchist department. No. What did Jared tell you about the heist?
He said that you killed Nick.
That son of a bitch. No, that's not how it happened at all. It happened something like this. Vest. Unfortunately, Nick wasn't so lucky.
Why the hell would Jared shoot Nick and leave the money?
Because the heist was never supposed to work. It was a sting operation from the very beginning.
So, you're a cop?
Not quite. Now, there were two parties in the sting operation. There was the bank. They wanted to collect on money from the stolen ones. Collect on the insurance, you see. Then there's the FBI. They wanted to take down Citizens National for the money laundering. And you see, they never thought they could get a warrant. How could they? They've tried for years and failed time and time again. Couldn't establish probable cause. So, they set us up. They had us go in, steal the money, and they figured, well, when the cops came, got the robbers, it would expose the money laundering incidents.
Then what side are you on?
Don't you see? It doesn't matter if I'm part of the feds, the mafia, or any of that shit. I'm just looking out for number one, me. And you played right into my hands. Good evening, Chief and Detectives Lee and Palmer. Why don't you come in and join us? Maybe we could make a deal. Very well then. Oh, this here's the Fed. I know, hard to believe. Our dear old friend Jared, an undercover agent for the FBI. It's just laughable. Now, you might need more convincing, but what you choose to believe is really of no importance to me. You already know what they say, the house always wins. Some people, they're dealt a losing hand.
is he?